to get some white pine. And if y'all can see it, this is what white pine looks like. It's got the shorter needles than the regular pine does. Needles probably as long as your finger. About as long as your finger. And the bark I have white splotches. See, if you look at that bark, this is it, white splotches. It won't have bark like a regular pine tree. See, this is a regular pine tree, but then this is a white pine tree with the white splotches on it, and you see a regular pine tree behind it. That's the difference in the bark. That's the regular pine tree, and they get real big. The white pine, they don't get quite as big. These have been cut down some because they're on the power line. But this is your white pine, and you want the needles. Those pine needles. You want the pine needles. Trying to focus in for you. And pine needles, and I think you can get the bark too. That inner bark. All of it makes good medicine, y'all. We on this dirt road here, and he's got some white pines down the edge of this dirt road, or they got some white pines on the edge of this dirt road they planted along with the regular pines. And I'll walk down here and see if I can show you the difference in the pine needles. I don't know if y'all can hear me with my truck so loud behind me, but yeah, you can see the pine needles on those big pines are up high, but there's a lot of difference between them. Those, here we go. Here's okay, that's a small pine, regular pine. I call them regular pine, eastern pine. And that's the bark. There's some with the bark on it, and that's the needles. And then right here, you see the green ones. That is white pine. And you see that limb goes right on over to a white pine tree. They got the white splotches, and you can see the difference. Actually, the white pine is a lot greener needles right now than the eastern regular pine, because some of these pine trees are fixing to shed the old pine straw. You can see there's a lot of pine straw in here. Pine cones too. But yeah, that's your difference. So what you want to do is you want to get some of these pine needles. And you can get them fresh and tincture them. And you can get them dry, or you can get them fresh and dry them and make a tea. Or however you want to make them. It makes good medicine though. Matter of fact, there's a story about some sailors. They were sailing and all of them had scurvy real bad, sick. And if it wasn't for the Indians, the Native Americans showing them how to use the white pine, they could have perished, because that white pine treated their symptoms. Scurvy. You can probably look it up. But yeah, white pine. A lot of people don't like white pine in the yards because they break real easy in the storms and stuff, but doing pretty good right here. Anyways, that's part of our journey today, y'all. And y'all get some white pine if you find. Cricket right there. I'm missing a leg. Yep. Well, I got y'all here. I want to show you something. Y'all ever wonder what this stuff is right here? This is Brazilian white clover, and it ain't got a whole lot for medicinal properties, but it's got a little bit. But this stuff grows everywhere. Just thought I'd show you something that y'all might have in your yard. You don't know what it is. And then there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know what that might. I don't know if that's an elm. That could be an elm right there. Or there's your Virginia creeper. It's everywhere. The honeysuckle vines everywhere. Anyway, oh, what's that? Thought that might be. Nope, that's a false dandelion. I thought it might have been a dandelion. Let's see here. False dandelion. They got the wavy edges on the leaves, not the real sharp jags like the dandelions got. Plus the flowers get taller. See, dandelion's flowers get close to the rosette down there at the bottom. Anyhow, I'll let y'all go. Happybird Hollow out. The other day I went foraging for white pine, and I got me 2 alcohol tinctures of white pine from all that white pine I got, and I got plenty more left in this paper bag. Oh, it's not dry yet, but it's drying. But I'm gonna take. I got some stuff from last year that's old. I'm gonna dump out, and I'm gonna replace this with some fresh green. And we use this dry fresh green when it's dry for tea, limp tea. And so I got my tincture and medicine, which is really stronger than tea, but fresh tea is real good, you know. You get everything pretty much in your tea. Then this is a way to keep it longer, and it's stronger for years. So I think a tincture is good up for about 5 years, probably longer. But so, and this, we use the alcohol to make the tincture. I cut all this up and fill up the jars to about right here with the pine needles, and up to here with the alcohol to cover all the needles. Put the lid on, mark it, you know, put your date on it, white pine, shake it real good, and there you go. Let it sit 6 to 8 weeks. We do ours about 8 weeks, but all that resin will sit in that alcohol and make good medicine. But yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take all this dried white pine, or this green white pine. I'm letting it dry a little bit before I put it in here. But I'm gonna dump this out, this old stuff from last year, and then fill it up with this. And this will be like for dry teas when, you know, like winter comes and the herb gardens cut back, ain't doing real good. You can't get but certain things in the winter. We'll still have some dry for teas during the winter. And I was going to tell y'all one more thing on the white pine, or just about any herb. These old, I remember growing up, this is all we had was these cardboard bags, these paper bags. They make real good ways to dry your herbs. Just put all your herbs you want to dry for teas and stuff in this bag, in one of these paper bags. Put it in a cool, dry place the best you can, somewhere out the way, and it'll be dry in no time. And I mean, you might have to refresh it a little bit, stir it around so it don't sit too long in one spot. But that paper bag helps it dry out, especially if you got it in a place with some airflow. But you don't want to dry it in a jar or in anything that's closed, because it'll mold and build up bacteria and stuff. But you want to air dry it. I think this is the best way. A lot of people use air dryers, you know, dehydrators and stuff like that. I just do it naturally in these bags. Just keep it out the sun, keep it in a cool, dry area, and it'll do the job. No need to get in a hurry with it. So, but yeah, use this stuff right here, the vodka, to make the tinctures. And I got 2 of them. I know I got enough for the winter, and I'm gonna have dry white pine for teas in the winter. And I got plenty more in the bag, so I ain't gonna run out. I just want to let y'all see this and how I do it. And it's been fun foraging this white pine, y'all. Y'all need to get out there and get it. It's getting cold soon, and now's the time to get it while it's still hot, because the sap, the resin, is all in the leaves and in the bark. If you want to get the bark, you can get the bark too. And so you can put these, which is where the needles come out of, the whole thing, just in the tincture, in the medicine, and in the tea. Bark and all, ain't gonna hurt nothing. Needles, everything. It's got 5 times more vitamin C than oranges do. Yep, imagine that. Alright, y'all have a good day. Get out there and forage. Happybird Hollow out.